G8. Hold on, the last exhibition was G8. Please take. Subject to the right of the claimant to object to admissibility in her final address, a letter dated 7th November 2022 and 24th January 2024 are received in evidence and marked respectively as Exhibits D9 and D10.
As the court pleases, we are grateful. Eric, in paragraph 9 of your statement, which you have just adopted, you referred to a publication announcing...
Sorry, Counsel, how many more documents do you wish to tender?
Just 3, sir.
Please, can you lead him to identify them at once? I don't tender documents.
Some are photocopies. I wanted to...
It does not matter. You can do that in one full
as the court pleases. I will do that now.
Please.
Eric, in paragraph 9 of your statement, you referred to 3 different documents. The publication announcing the restructuring, the email exchange between the defendants and the claimants with their dates, and a copy of the addendum dated 27th of September 2022. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes, sir. My Lord, we seek to tender the 3 documents referred to in paragraph 9 of the witness statement.
Yes, Vanessa. Is anybody recording this meeting? Hold on, Counsel. Hold on. Please, I got a notification that the content of this meeting is being sent to a third party. I hope it's not parties to this suit.
What did you say?
Okay, please, let us see.
Yes. No.
Let me have the documents. Thank you. Mr.
Sir,
Ryan, I cannot read
hello.
this
I
document.
wanted to make that point. Oh,
Please, I need a clear copy.
exactly. We'll bring it, sir, today. We'll
Okay.
get it.
So,
Because
what is the title of the document? What do you call it?
that's the publication announcing
That's
the
this.
restructuring. Yes, I saw it. We'll bring you a more legible copy for the court.
The emails of 7th October 2022, 17th October, 20th, 25th, 26th October 2022, and 2nd November 2022, together with the supporting affidavit of authentication are received in evidence and marked Exhibit D11. The addendum to employment contract dated 27th September 2022 and publication of the restructuring with affidavits of authentication are received in evidence and respectively marked Exhibits D12 and D13. Henry, what do you want the court to do with the claims of employment in this suit? That's your final question.
I would like the court to dismiss all claims of the claimant and to grant the defendant's counterclaim.
Very well. No, no.
I don't need to.
Yes, sir.
Hello, Dr.
Yes.
Mr. Shara, am I
Yes, sir.
pronouncing your name correct?
You're doing a very good job. Yes, sir.
Thank you. I'm going to ask you a very simple question, and I would appreciate if you answer those questions as quickly as you can. Bearing in mind the judge, my lord, is writing the answers to those questions. But let's try and get through this as quickly as possible. Thank you.
You swore to a statement on oath.
You swore to a statement on oath dated the 4th of October 2020.
Yes.
Or well, you say you swore to that statement.
Sir, there's
Yes,
duplication.
answer.
Yes.
That's okay, witness.
Now, can you please tell the court
whether you prepared and
prepared the statement on oath yourself?
Yes, I prepared the statement, narrated it for it to be documented and formalized, to be then notarized and sent.
Yes.
So they are your words.
Yes.
Thank you. At the time you swore to the statement, what was your position in the company?
Global Regions HR Director.
Global Region HR Director at the time.
Yes, sir, for the oil field services and equipment business.
That's for OFSE.
Yes, sir.
Now, what was your role
on the 9th of November 2022?
9th of November 2022, I was the Organization and Talent Design HR Director.
Can you speak louder?
I'm getting duplication.
Again what you just said?
I can't hear.
Can you please repeat what you just said?
Your microphone is duplicating. I can't hear what you asked.
Can you speak louder? Can you repeat what you said?
HR Director.
Your network, I think your network is fine. Because the court can hear me.
Can't hear him. I can't hear him. He also appears lost.
You're on mute.
I'm not on mute.
Okay, can you repeat your last answer, please?
Can you ask me, did you say November?
What was your role on 9th November 2022? Okay, please repeat, Council.
Mr. Shara,
Yes.
please tell us what your role was on the 9th of November 2022.
9th of November 2022. I believe my role was Organization and Talent Design HR Director.
Thank you. I know they said Organization and Talent Design HR Director.
Okay.
Thank you.
On the 1st of October 2022, what was your role?
It would have been the same.
Same. Thank you.
Yes.
Now, bearing in mind your role at the time being the 1st of October 2022, or which is the same thing, 9th of November 2022, is it fair to say that you lacked the relevant knowledge and understanding of the facts of this case as a whole at the time?
No, sir. No, sir.
Yes.
Can you explain why
you say no?
At the time, I was part of the restructuring project team, combining OFS and OFE.
Okay. So he said at the time he was part of the restructuring team, combining OFS and OFE.
Combining
OFS and OFE was part of
the restructuring team.
Yes.
In your current role,
or the role at
the time you swore to this deposition,
Was that
Can you say that you are
responsible for the first defendant company, Pressure Control Systems Nigeria Limited?
I can't answer that question because you're not coming through clear. Can you say that again, please?
Are you responsible for the first defendant, my lord, Pressure Control Systems Nigeria Limited? Do you have any responsibility for that company, the first company? Can you tell us how?
In today's role, I oversee human resources for all of OFSE Global.
OFSE Global. So does OFSC Global include Pressure Control Systems Nigeria Limited?
OFSC includes all of SS and PS.
No. Answer the question. The company called Pressure Control Systems Nigeria Limited. Does your role covering both OFSE Global include roles for Pressure Control System Nigeria Limited?
The only answer I can give you is that is part of SSP&S, and yes, that sits under OFSE.
So your answer is yes.
I'm not familiar with the exact thing that you've asked me, but yes, anything for SSPS is under OFS and OFE.
My Lord, would your Lordship say answer the question? I'm not sure he did. No, because your Lordship said, let's move on. I thought you ask your question. Okay. So I want to rephrase the question.
Okay.
Do you know the company called Pressure Control Systems Nigeria Limited?
No.
You don't?
No, I don't know the exact.
You don't know Pressure Control Systems Nigeria Limited?
It is a subsidiary of Baker Hughes that sits under OFSE, that is a part of our global business. Yes, but to tell you, I know the exact, no.
So he said he's a subset of Baker Hughes and falls under OFSC. So, yeah, he said it was a subset. The first defendant is a subset of the second defendant company, and it falls under the OFSE. That sounded right to you as well. No, that's what you heard. But you don't agree. It's correct. So, Mr. Shara, there appears to be an incestuous relationship between the first defendant company and the second defendant company. Would you say that's a fair statement?
I don't understand what you mean by that.
I'll rephrase.
Okay.
So it is fair to say that both the first and second defendant companies are intertwined in their operations, management, control affairs. Would it be fair to say that?
Yes, that's fair.
Yes, thank you. Now, You said earlier that you were part of the transition team for both the OFE and OFS. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And in that role, is it fair to say that you held meetings and discussed the fortunes or position of the claimant?
We held meetings that worked with
Yes,
identified
over the fortunes or the fate of the claimant. You discussed her. You discussed the claimant. Is it fair to say that?
We discussed the new structure and key talents that would fit that structure.
No. That's not what I'm asking. I'm asking about the claimant, Mrs. Feishola Okumbua. Did you discuss her? What you are going to do with her?
We discussed all talents in the OFS and OFE business.
It's a simple question.
Yes, sir.
Did you discuss the claimant? Yes or no?
Yes.
You did?
Yes.
Yes. Thank you. They discussed the claimant, man. Now, in your deposition, you spoke at length about restructuring, what it's all about, what is involved. Do you have any legal experience in relation to restructuring?
I have a labor and employee relations COE that I lean on and a legal department. I personally, excuse me?
I'm talking about you.
Yes, I have experience.
Have any legal experience?
Yes, sir. I have some legal experience when it comes to restructuring. Where and when I need advice and help, I go directly to our L&E COE and legal department within Baker Hughes.
So, if I understand you rightly, you have some form of legal training.
I do take trainings yearly on legal matters. Yes.
Okay, what trainings did you take in terms of legal matters? Training. Tell us.
Antitrust is one.
Antitrust. Any on restructuring specifically?
Nothing specifically on restructuring.
Thank you. My Lord, I don't have as much for this witness, so I'm just trying to get through as quickly as possible. Mr. Shara.
Yes, sir.
Can you briefly, in a few words, tell us the processes taken once it came to your attention that there was going to be a restructuring in terms of managing the staff, particularly the ones in Nigeria?
Yes, sir. So the first order of business was to combine two product companies into one business segment. With this, we needed to build segment structures that would incorporate multiple product lines. This being said, all employees on both sides of the business, OFS and OFE, were identified as talents that we wanted to make sure we put the right people in the right positions in the right locations. The process took approximately 2 to 3 months to go through the whole process and build out what we thought was a competitive structure.
And if I am right, the whole process had to be concluded by the 1st of October 2022, correct?
There was no deadline on when it had to be finished. We wanted to move at pace so we could stabilize the organization.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, there were positions that
about your answer.
Sir, there were positions that stayed open past that date that we needed to continue to work through.
So you did not have a deadline, according to you, what you've just said, you did not have a deadline for the 1st of October to conclude the management of staff for the purpose. Is that correct? Is that what you're saying?
If you're saying 100% of the total organization, I'm saying no. If you're asking me specifically about a case, then we need to ask the question in detail.
Okay. I will ask a specific question since you've directed me to do so. Was it part of your work plan that the restructuring ought to be concluded on or before the 1st of October, 2022?
No.
Sorry?
No.
No. Okay. Get it from where we say. He's right. My Lord, I have questions. As court, please. I'll come back to that. Mr. Shara.
Yes, sir.
Can you please tell the court the reason for the restructuring restructuring.
Please repeat, you broke up.
Can you please tell the court the reason, the purpose for the restructuring, the reason for it?
Yes, the decision was made that we would be better together as one business segment instead of two product companies.
Is that all?
Yes.
Do we have the press release? Now, I am looking at your press release of the 6th of September 2022. And in that press release, my lord, that is exhibit. Press release of the 6th of September 2022. Yes. Exhibits. No. Exhibits 5, 5A, and 6. Now, in that press release, 6, my lord. In that press release, you said, and I'll go straight to it, that apart from the fact that you wanted to merge the divisions from 4 to 2, you also wanted to achieve strategic transformation to improve operations, enhance profitability, while positioning for growth with customers across the energy and industrial markets. Does that sound right?
Yes.
Yes. Then you went on to say that you are expecting to deliver at least $150 million in cost reduction and maximizing shareholder value. Right. Does that?
We did assume
Yes.
better
Expecting to deliver
profitability.
$150 million in cost reductions and maximizing shareholder value. Does that sound right?
We did look to get optimization, yes.
Yes or no? Yes or no? Does that
Yes.
sound right? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So the key reason for the restructuring was that you wanted to make a lot of money for the benefit of your shareholders, precisely $150 million in cost reduction. Now, is it fair to say that one of the elements of that cost reduction is the elimination of a substantial number of staff of the company?
No. There's
Well, it's
55.
an obvious
There's 55,000 people in
fact.
Baker Hughes.
I'm just asking you.
Okay.
I'm just asking you because I want you to say what is not. I want you to deny that it's obvious. It's obvious, isn't it? He said no. Did you achieve your cost savings?
Yes, sir.
You did.
Yes.
I dare say at the expense of the claimant, was it not? Amongst others. Please. It doesn't need to. Sorry, can I have? My lord, I'm not bothered about his answer. I think I'll. Okay. So I said that your cost savings was, I dare say, at the expense of the claimant amongst others. Isn't that correct?
That is not correct. It was about operational efficiency as the majority. And yes, there were positions that needed to be exited as you combined the two product companies into one segment.
Okay, and the claimant was one of those positions that was exited. Is that correct?
No, sir. The claimant was offered a position and she denied the position.
Yeah, but is it not a fact that
she was exited, using your own words? Is it not a fact? She's not in Baker Hughes anymore.
She
Mr.
technically, sir, she
Is this
technically,
not a fact that she was exited?
due to policy, she resigned from the organization by
No.
not accepting the position.
Is it or is it not a fact that the claimant is no longer with Baker Hughes or the first defendant, pressure control? Is it not a fact?
When your volume goes up, I cannot hear. It's duplicating across my
I'll say it
speaker.
again. Can you hear me now?
If you get closer to the mic, yes, sir.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Is it not a fact that she is no longer with either Baker Hughes or pressure control? Is it not a
Yes.
fact?
Yes, that is a fact.
Okay. Thank you. And one thing is clear, she did not exit herself.
She did not accept the position that was provided to her.
right? So because
She did not accept the position that was provided for her, you exited her. Isn't that
Yes.
a fact? Yes.
That is a
Thank you.
fact. Yes.
thank you.
Can I have email?
Your last question.
My lord, I have a few questions. Sorry.
One last question.
How's it going?
You know where she was. Can I have a look at it? That's right. Go on. Now, show him the letter dated 27th September 2022. That's Exhibit 7.
Now, Mr.
Shara, I will ask you again. Was there not a deadline date of the 1st of October 2022?
There was no deadline for the total project. No.
Have a look at the letter, which is dated the 27th of September 2022 in front of you.
Yes, sir.
This letter was sent after the 1st of October, but it states that the addendum is effective 1st October 2022. Please explain why that date is relevant. Why is it so important that it must be effective the 1st of October 2022 when it was sent after that date? What's the relevance of that date?
Yes, sir. That was the first rollout phase of the new structure. This letter was sent on September 27th, and we give 7 days for recipients to review and then sign the
document.
document.
It wasn't sent on the 27th. We have evidence to that effect. It's dated the 27th.
What is his answer?
He said it was sent on the, but that it was the first phase of the rollout.
The answer to his original question is that October 1st was the timeline of our first phase of organizational structure rollout.
Okay. My Lord, said the date was significant for being the first, the deadline date. Did he say deadline? What did he say?
So the first phase of the rollout of the organizational structure.
Phase 1. Okay. So it was, in my own words, and you agree with me or not, it was the deadline date for the first phase.
It was when we wanted to announce the full structure of the leadership of the new company. Yes.
Yes. Okay. Now, my Lord, I'm just going to have 3 questions. Now, Mr. Shara, during the process of the reorganization, were you required to comply with the laws of both Nigeria and the US?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Now, did you comply with Nigerian law?
I can't answer that.
You just told us that you have training, you have lawyers to rely on, you were a group, you were a committee, that you were fully aware of what happened. You were part of the transition committee. Now you're saying you can't answer whether you complied with the law. A minute ago, you were so happy to talk about how you were robustly aware of the position of the law. Now you can't answer it.
Yes, sir.
Did you or did you not comply with the law?
Our process followed the law everywhere globally. Yes, we have
followed the
people in
law.
those locations that took care of all those pieces. We had HR professional for global HR Baker Hughes that worked directly. Yes.
So what's the answer?
Said they followed the law. They followed process. Please have a look at this letter dated the 27th of July 2023. It's on the screen. Can you have a look at it and stop looking for consultation?
No, I'm still here, sir. I'm just finding the document.
Yeah, just have a look at the letter.
Yes, sir, I see it.
You see it? Exhibit
D5, my lord. This is one of a number of letters that was written by the regulatory authorities clearly stating that you had not complied with the law. And yet you tell me that you complied with the law. He said you complied.
I object to this line of questioning. The witness did not give so much evidence. There's nothing like Nigerian regulatory authority in his evidence. He doesn't know anything about it. I object to this line of questioning. Let's focus on the statement and the things he has said and the document he has given for the witness that entered this document was the first witness who has the knowledge of the facts around the letter. Let's focus on the facts in this regarding this witness.
Is there any fact specific to the witness?
He gave evidence. He gave evidence to the
It's a witness for the defendant. You did not petition your defense, did you? Did you petition your defense? Petition your defense. Counsel is at liberty to ask his question.
Now, defense only for documents. Witness talks about its thing. He has knowledge, he has no knowledge of what. My Lord,
Counsel is at liberty to ask his question. Please proceed. Please proceed. But you have to round up. You have to round up in the next 2 minutes, please. Not few questions. Only one more. Only one more. I will stop you. Let us see. One more question after this.
Has it got me? My Lord, I want to finish.
He has not answered this question. After this question, you have a liberty to ask one more question. So you have put up a letter. Can you receive the answer?
You stated that the defendants complied with the law. And yet, there is a letter here presented by you, the defendants, which established that you did not comply with the law. What do you have to say about it?
To the best of my knowledge, we followed all the law. And this would have been reviewed by our legal department to be sure that it was correct.
Your last question, please. If the witness doesn't understand it, the value is lost.
Yes. Mr. Shara, apart from the claim, Mr. Shara, can you
Yes,
hear
sir.
me?
I can now.
Apart from the claimant, was anyone else terminated or exited after refusing to accept a subsequent offer? Was anyone else? Do you know anyone else that was either terminated or exited, using your own words, after having refused to accept a subsequent offer?
No, I don't know any others.
You don't know any other. Wait for me. Hello, this is not a question I want to be.
Thank you very much, Leonard. I appreciate you.
Look, thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
I think
You've taken about an hour, don't worry.
my Lord is our war.
I know. I know you did well.
Right.
Thank you.
Sure. And I would like to say thank you for coming. And
I hope going forward, you would help us take the right steps. That's the only reason why we're here. We want justice. That's all it is. Thank you.
So I was just wondering, so I didn't quite hear clearly what's the answer to the last question.
I won't help you.
Sir?
I won't help you. Have a junior. You are two counsel in the matter. I won't help you.
He was trying to clarify the question.
I don't know. You can ask for the transcript. You can ask for the transcript, counsel.
Yes, so anyways, then
Okay. Is that the case for the defense?
that's fault from the defense.
That's the end of your case. You are closing your case.
my Lord, he says it very reluctantly.
It's straightforward.
So, Mr. Shara, you are discharged. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, Honorable.
So his question was, I don't know any other. His answer was, I don't know any other. So let's see if it's at the end of the date. So we take a date for adoption.
Yes, we take a date for adoption.
He will come in. He will come in January. Because you are entitled to 47 days. You are 21 days. If you shorten, he is entitled to 21. Thereafter, 7 days before we can fix a date for adoption. So that's already sitting ends latest by 10th of December. So
we come in January.
January, yes, for adoption. Yes, but you have to file within your time. If you don't file within your time with soft copies, it becomes difficult. So, Mr. Wanya, so that you will not fight the court, that you did not know. Our policy here is at the point of filing your final address, you will send us a Microsoft Word format.
Yes.
Your statements on oath, your written address. If you are referring to any authority that is not reported in Nigeria, certified true copy of such judgments.
That's the way they do it.
Thank you. Please, date registrar. Go on, I'm listening.
From the side, traveling and then
I don't know what you're talking about.
formally,
I am also from the other part of the country, so I am here. Mr. Wanya, Mr. Ryan, if I am here now, if I'm here, you'll also be here. Business before pleasure.
January 30.
Business before pleasure.
January 30. 30th January. Wait, I need to show you something. No.
I don't want to forget this case.
That was uncle. This was uncle. Okay.
I don't know how to
I don't know when.
It is the third week.
Now, I have two already, 22nd. You have two already, 22nd.
So you have to give a case that is still fresh. Coming for the first time.
I didn't know the ones that begged you. So that's his name you begged me. That you begged me, will give me away. You wouldn't make them job, collect a phone first. They wouldn't 3,000, collect a phone first. You give me a phone first. I didn't know when you are resuming.
16th.
I would resume before then.
Yes. So it's 15th.
Then why 16?
And the third week.
My Lord is very complete.
Mr. Wire, is that okay for you?
Yes, I'm very well. I've done that by 10.
So when you come back, you now have to bring something for all the people in the court on that day. Since you've accommodated your Christmas immigration.
Very expensive. I'm flight ticket.
And you still want to travel.
That
You still want to travel. That means you have made a lot of money. He certainly has to. Certainly has to.
it's a lot of stress. You are not out.
You have already had the order. 16 January 2025 for adoption of final addresses. Thank you, gentlemen, for your support and cooperation. At least we've come to the end of this case tentatively.
Yes, sir.
Please, Maya, you promised to send, please sit down yet. You promised to send us a clear copy of the Exhibit 10. Is this Exhibit 10? Is this Exhibit 8 or 10? Each one. Exhibit 8 or 10? No, it's just one. It's just one. It's just one. He has given you a new copy. Yes, he gave you. The first one. No, that's not it. It's a color print. Where is this? A color print. Give me the document I got it. Hold on, please. Hold on. Careful, hold this up. It's a color print. Give me a bit. D9, D10, D11. Exhibit D by the D. Not for today. How are you going to the claimant's exhibit? No, D. These are things. That's not true. That's exhibit D13. Yes. So exhibit D13. The one that has to do with the publication.
Yes, sir.
Yes, that's the one I asked for. It doesn't have to be colored. What I need is a clear copy, whether colored or black and white. All you need to serve the NSC, so you know what you are sending to the court.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Yes,
You know why it is necessary. You can't send us a document without the other party knowing.
That's just
Thank you.